Imposters Among Ideae by Christine Joy Lacambeau. Web evolution. The web today is a growing universe of interlinked web pages and web apps, teeming with videos, photos, and interactive content. What the average user doesn't see is the interplay of web technologies and browsers that makes all this possible. Over time, web technologies have evolved to give web developers the ability to create new generations of useful and immersive web experiences. Today's web is a result of the ongoing efforts of an open web community that helps define these web technologies, like HTML5, CSS3, and WebGL, and ensure that they are supported in all web browsers. The color bands in this visualization represent the interaction between web technologies and browsers, which brings to life the many powerful web apps that we use daily. Web 1. Web 1.0 refers to the first stage of the World Wide Web evolution. Earlier, there were only few content creators in Web 1.0, with the huge majority of users who are consumers of content. Personal web pages were common, consisting mainly of static pages hosted on ISP web servers or on free web hosting services. In Web 1.0, advertisements on websites while surfing the internet is banned. Also, in Web 1.0, OPhoto is an online digital photography website on which user could store, share, view, and print digital pictures. Web 1.0 is a content delivery network CDN, which enables to showcase the piece of information on the websites. It can be used as personal websites. It costs to user as per pages viewed. It has directories which enable user to retrieve a particular piece of information. Over time, web technologies have evolved to give web developers the ability to create new generations of useful and immersive experiences. Today's web is a result of the ongoing efforts of an open web community that helps define these web technologies, like HTML5, CSS3, and WebGL, and ensure that they are supported in all web browsers. The color bands in this visualization represent the interaction between web technologies and browsers, which brings to life the many powerful web apps that we. Web 1.0 for design essentials of the Web 1.0 site include 1. Static pages. 2. Content is served from the server's file system. 3. Pages built using server-side includes or common gateway interface CGI. 4. Frames and tables used to position and align the elements on a page. Web 2.0 refers to worldwide website which highlight user-generated content, usability, and interoperability for end users. Web 2.0 is also called participative social web. It does not refer to modification to any technical specification, but to modifying the way web pages are designed and used. The trend The transition is beneficial, but it does not seem that when the changes are occurred, an interaction and collaboration with each other is allowed by Web 2.0 in a social media dialogue as creator of user-generated content in a virtual community. Web 1.0 is an enhanced version of Web 2.0. The web browser technology is used in Web 2.0 development, and it includes Ajax and JavaScript frameworks. Recently, Ajax and JavaScript frameworks have become a very popular means of creating Web 2.0. Five major features of Web 2.0. Free sorting of information permits users to retrieve and classify the information collectively. Dynamic content that is responsive to user input. Information flows between site owner and site users by means of evaluation & online commenting. Developed apps to allow self-usage, such as by a software application. Web access leads to concern different from the traditional internet user base to a wider variety of users. Usage of Web 2.0. The social web contains a number of online tools and platforms where people share their perspectives, opinions, thoughts, and experiences. Web 2.0 applications tend to interact much more with the end user. As such, the end user is not only a user of the application but also a participant by these 8 tools mentioned below: podcasting, blogging, tagging, curating with RSS, social bookmarking, social networking, social media, web content voting. Web 3.0. It refers the evolution of web utilization and interaction, which includes altering the web into a database. It enables the upgradation of backend of the web. After a long time of focus on the front end, Web 2.0 has mainly been about Ajax, tagging, and another front-end user experience innovation. Web 3.0 is a term which is used to describe many evolutions of web usage and interaction among several paths. In this, data isn't owned but instead shared, where services show different views for the same web, the same data. The semantic Web 3.0 promises to establish the world's information in more reasonable way than Google can ever attain with their existing engine schema. This is particularly true from the perspective of machine conception as opposed to human understanding. The semantic web necessitates the use of a declarative ontological language like OWL to produce domain-specific ontologies that machines can use to reason about information and make new conclusions, not simply match keyword. Below are 5 main features that can help us define Web 3.0. Semantic web. The succeeding evolution of the web involves the semantic web. The semantic web improves web technologies in demand to create, share, and connect content through search and analysis based on the capability to comprehend the meaning of words, rather than on keywords or numbers. Artificial intelligence combining this capability with natural language processing. In Web 3.0, computers can distinguish information like humans in order to provide faster and more relevant results. They become more intelligent to fulfill the requirements of users. 3D graphics. The three-dimensional design is being used widely in websites and services in Web 3.0. Museum guides, computer games, e-commerce, geospatial contexts, etc. are all examples that use 3D graphics. Connectivity with Web 3.0. Information is more connected thanks to semantic metadata. As a result, the user experience evolves to another level of connectivity that leverages all the available information. Ubiquity. Content is accessible by multiple applications. Every device is connected to the web. The services can be used everywhere. Difference between Web 1.0. Web 1.0, 2.0, 3.0 summary.